Hi everyone, today in this video I will be showing you how to perform a task using real-time operating system on Arduino. As you know, real-time operating system are used to perform a task with no delay. In real-time operating system, we perform the task as soon as it comes to the CPU. Real-time operating system are often used in the application of spacecraft and aircraft, where a small delay can cause a major system failure. In this project, we are only going to blink some LEDs using real-time operating system. Now first, let us open the Arduino IDE. So for using real-time operating system in Arduino, we have to include a library of FreeRTOS. So for including the library, we will go in Sketches, then Include Library, and then Manage Library. We will search here RTOS. It might take some time. As you can see here, this is the library by Richard Berry, FreeRTOS. This is installed for me. You can get an install button here. After you install the library, you have to include this using #include. I have already written the code, so let's see that code and I will explain you the whole code line by line. So now this is the code. In this first line, we are including the real-time operating system header file which we have downloaded. Here we are declaring two tasks, task 1 and task 2. Task 1 and task 2 both are to blink two different LEDs. In the next two line, I have defined the LED pin which are connected in the Arduino. Now I have made the pin mode of LED 1 and 2 to the output. Now these three lines are the most important one. XTaskCreate is a function which creates a task in the scheduler. The syntax of this function is XTaskCreate, then task function name. So here it is task 1 and task 2. As we have seen, the task 1 and task 2 we have declared. So we have to include that task here. Then this is task 1. This is only the name for our understanding. The CPU has nothing to do with this. 128 is the amount of stack storage that this task will reserve in the memory. Here 128 is the amount of word, not the byte, and 1 word is equals to 4 byte. So here 128 words are reserved in the stack. This null is set because we are not passing array parameter to. As you can see here, it is void PV parameters. That means if you want to pass any parameter to this task, then we can add here the arguments which we have to pass. Now this is the priority 1 and 2. Here task 2 has higher priority than task 1. So if the scheduler have to make a choice between task 1 and task 2, it will always choose task 2 over task 1. Now the last parameter is to handle out a task being created. It is used to pass out a handle to a task being created. We can simply set it as a null. Next, this is the vTaskStart scheduler. Now with this line, we are starting the scheduler of real-time operating system. Now the void loop has to stay empty. We have nothing to do in this. Next, we will define both the tasks, task 1 and task 2. In task 1, there is no parameter we have to pass. So let's continue with the next line. Here it is while 1. So here while 1 is used because we have to run an infinite loop. First, we will switch off the LED and then wait for 2 seconds. Here this 2000 is in millisecond and we are using POTIC period millisecond because we want to count the real time of the system. Now it will wait for 2 seconds, then the LED will switch on and will stay on for 2 seconds, and then the loop repeat and this LED gets switched off. The same is happening with task 2. LED 2 will switch off for 3 seconds, then after 3 seconds it will switch on and stay on for 3 seconds. Again the LEDs 2 will switch off and the loop will continue. Now, as you can see, we are using while here. So you might think that how this task will come out of the infinite loop and the scheduler will switch from task 1 to task 2. As we are using task scheduler, whenever the CPU will see that task 1 don't have to perform anything, it will switch to task 2, as task 2 will be present in the stack. So this is how scheduler works. If one task is waiting and not doing anything, then it will give the CPU resources to the another task. Now we will upload this code in our Arduino and let's see the output of this code. So now I have uploaded the code. This is LED 1 and this is LED 2. LED 1 glows for 2 seconds and gets switched off for the interval of 2 seconds. Similarly, LED 2 glows for 3 seconds and gets off for another 3 seconds. Now, here as we are using RTOS, both these tasks are running simultaneously. As shown in the program, we have created two different tasks for both the LEDs, and both these tasks are running parallelly. Now, if we try to perform the same task without RTOS, it is not possible because the program will run serially. So, first LED 1 will glow, followed by LED 2, and both these LED will not glow at the same time, which is not a constraint when we are using RTOS.